Welcome back to another casted game, high level, featuring Hera playing as the Mongols and his opponent MarineLord playing as the English. Two civilizations that are very strong in the current meta. The map here we have is the Danube River. This is the new Danube River, so it is shaped like a U here, which is new as of the last patch. And I think I like it. I like it better than before. Let me know in the comments what you've thought about the new layout on this map so far. I even was thinking about giving Nagaria another shot. I was thinking about that yesterday. We might do that here soon. But Hera, anyway, has opened up here, grabbing that Ovu. It looks like a little bit of idle time. Less than ideal. But getting this, looks like he placed his town center right next to the trees. Maybe, he was going out to get a dock, so maybe he was just kind of waiting for a second there. Now, as far as the ranks of these two players, let me tab out real quick as the camera goes crazy. Hera is currently ranked 20, and MarineLord is ranked 6. Holy cow. Okay, so this is going to be a battle of two titans. I don't know who's going to come out ahead. MarineLord has dropped down his dock here, the English dock, and then, of course, we have the Mongolian dock over here. Now, you know, putting down an early dock against the Mongols can be a risky move. Not only will the Khan come in and do annoying things like this, but sometimes they open with scouts, sometimes they open with spearmen and can come in and siege that down. We'll see if Hera does do that. Not seen the indication so far, since he has opened with a dock of his own. Now he's going to be going for that early aggression. Now, one thing to note here, sacred sites kind of spawn up on this big ridge on the southwest side of the map, and you have a very central trade post. And there's also one in the middle. I like this. I like it when the trade posts are like truly neutral. So a lot of times it can be unpredictable depending on the map, exactly where they land. I think this is a pretty nice trade post layout on both players. Let's see. We got 2 gold mines in the back here for MarineLord. The stone is out front. Meanwhile, Hera, is his gold really far away? I guess his TC might have spawned like right here. But his gold is rather far, at least further towards what we'll call mid than MarineLords. So, some things we could consider here. Sometimes English come and hit you with that early longbow pressure, so you got to be looking out for that. Though against Mongols, he might be a little afraid to do that. Mongols are known for either having their tower network around with that EM network, or they can just mass up a ton of archers by using the ×2 of the Ovu. Uvu. I swear I've heard everyone call it everything by this point. We're going to go with the Uvu. There we go. And we have 5 villagers on food. The rest, it looks like 9 on wood. And then he has a few fishing boats. So not a lot of action yet. Sometimes the Mongols, you do see early game action, but it doesn't look like it's going to be a whole lot. Just doing a little bit of water boom. He says, you know what? You take your river. I'm taking my river. I'm even going to put up a wall. And we're going to call it a day. So now MarineLord has walled the center segment. He could come down here and put some short wall segments here to finish that off. And then this is a little more tricky spot the wall. You either got to walk all the way up here or you can wall it off here. Kind of a weird spot the wall, to be honest. But it's a thing. It's a thing. Now, you see these English villagers heading on back to grab some gold now. 3 villagers on gold. One of those is low HP. You better be careful that... a Khan does not scout it. Hearing some hollering on the other side of the map. Looks like it's just a scout going out and seeing the gold. Look at that. MarineLord putting on the pressure on Hera. Thanks for that follow, killer. And Hera is going to start grabbing that gold so he can start working towards his age up. Meanwhile, plenty of fishing going on the sea. You know, I did a cast recently where I did like elephant cam. I don't know if you guys saw that on YouTube, but I was thinking, I thought about doing like an entire cast where like all I do is just go for like cinematic angles. Like the entire thing is just like a cinematic masterpiece. I even thought about like, should I just like do it and not even comment or something? Just go for like the most cinematic viewings of matchups. I don't know what you'd call it. Had some crazy ideas. Maybe we'll do it someday. I don't know. Okay, so it does look like MarineLord is just about ready to age up there at 200 gold, 400 food. Just about hit that mark. A lot of villagers on wood. We see 14 villagers on wood. So definitely going to be... Well, I wonder what he's going to do with that. I'm not sure if he'll commit to the longbow game, especially with having an early wall down there. Will he train some more boats? Will he go for a second town center? I think maybe we'll see a second town center opening. out of MarineLord, but I don't really know. I haven't played a ton of English myself. I know the kind of like the typical stuff you see, but here at the top of the ladder, I'm sure MarineLord's got 10 strategies in the back pocket he might be going for. Hera has gone for a second dock and an outpost. He is committing to the water for sure. I kind of miss that the minimap doesn't show fish anymore, because I really have to kind of like look here and spot out where they are. Let me know what you guys think about that. Do you enjoy the new minimap? There's been some changes. I think there's some pros and some cons to it. I wish we could see the fish personally. There we go. Hera is currently aging up with the deer stones. This will unlock the Yam network technology the second you reach the next age, which typically isn't available to research until the third age. You get it for free. Also, you can see the aura there. It will speed up, give nice speedy boosts to all of these villagers. And that Yam network technology does apply to all units, versus in the second age, a tower would just be buffing the cav speed and the trader speed. You can see it right there. Cav and traders near an outpost get plus 15% speed for 20 seconds. What do we have here? Scout's just kind of walking around. He's seeing, I think maybe he scouted the second dock. It's kind of hard to see sometimes. The fog of war doesn't always quite tell you. So he may or may not know that there is a second dock there, which could influence what he's going to be doing here in the second age from MarineLord. And just look at this matchup. MarineLord's rank 6 right now. Hera rank 20. So Hera has a lot to gain if he could pull off a victory in this matchup. So MarineLord definitely will be wanting to bring his A game here. And let's see what's going on here. We've got a Khan just taking some shots. Nothing too big. Villager coming down to build a wall. Is he going to train up some... There we go. I think we're going to see some archers. Yep, longbows in queue right away. And MarineLord has... what is he throwing down in the back here? Nothing too big. Okay, he went for a galley. So he shaded up that wooden gold. He's built a galley. He's training some longbows. So we'll be going for a little bit of a defense of the sea. But he's still sitting on 1 dock, while Mongols has 2. So theoretically, villager count should be higher. Just a little bit of running around the scout and the Khan. And what's going on here? We've got an offensive outpost here for MarineLord, or I guess you'd call it defensive, either way. Now, one thing about the English, if you're not aware, they get the network of castles. I don't know, a boost, ability, whatever it is. When enemies are nearby this building, it sounds an alarm, causing nearby units to get a plus 25% increase to attack speed. So just like the Mongols kind of get their, let's call it creep, if you've played a StarCraft from the outpost, the English kind of have the same thing with their outposts. It's similar. It's not the same thing, right? Attack speed is definitely different than movement speed. And for longbows, they are going to be slower than the archer counterparts that they might see from their Mongol opponent. Let's see what Hera is up to. I don't see any military buildings for Hera. And I almost wonder, is he going straight for a fast castle? I just heard it. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Just about 8 minutes and 10 seconds. He is already going for the step readout. Now this landmark makes it so that he can drop off any resource, but gold gives you a plus 50% increase when you drop that off. This is an absolutely killer economic landmark. And meanwhile, MarineLord has invested in 2 galleys. He's invested in longbows. He invested in a few outposts, while Hera has gone all in, kind of blind all in on his eco, just now putting down a stable. And if he's going to get some lancers out ×2 from saving up that stone, he surely has plenty in the bank. Look at that, 864 stone already. He could be in a great position here if he could put some pressure on MarineLord. Now, MarineLord, let's see, he's sitting back here, has a few houses, nothing else really fancy. We see our galley sitting there. Man, it's a risk. Hera was banking on maybe MarineLord playing a little bit more passively. Maybe he saw that wall and thought, MarineLord's going to sit back, and went for this landmark. I mean, longbows could even, show up here right now and harass him. And he just kind of using the line of sight, I guess, of his outpost, and maybe just knowing, okay, he's got some space here. Taking a little bit of a risk, though. Meanwhile, we have some longbows taking some shots at these light junk. He did train one archer ship, trying to get away from those longbows, reaching the castle age. MarineLord sees that. Let's see how he reacts. Barracks currently down. I think MarineLord was maybe looking to do a push with perhaps men-at-arms or spearmen, again, the siege engineering. But now that he's seen Hera hit the third age, will he continue with that strat? I do see him putting a second barracks down. moving in with his galleys. I think he must know, probably doesn't have a lot of defenses since he just hit the 3rd age already. But this tower, or outpost rather, should help him with that defense of the... there you go. Look at that. Look at the damage being dealt by that. So he can get those galleys to back on up. And is he training Lancers already? Oh my gosh. He has 2 stables. Are these both going to be training ×2 Lancers? He doesn't have enough gold since his villagers are inside here, but he will very soon. I think he's lost some... Now, I still lost fishing boats, but they aren't particularly gathering right now. It looks like the archers really did harass them. So we're going to see how this pays off. It does look like MarineLord is training spearmen. Probably knows that there's some cavalry on the way. So we've got longbows, we've got spearmen. Well, how is MarineLord going to play this now? You see the score-wise, Hera is, in fact, in the lead. And also Hera has pretty good intel of what's going on if he's been running around back here. Perhaps. I don't know, perhaps. Okay, going for that archer, the range upgrade first, but here come those lancers. Let's see how they do as they get on top of those longbows. They've got the armor, and those longbows still are great units in mass. These lancers will get to do a little bit of work on them, although it looks like he really didn't get a whole value. He killed one spearman died for a longbow. That is not a good trade, and in come these galleys as well. Not a great position for these lancers, to be honest. Mongol score is bugged. Well, I'm not sure if necessarily Mongol score is bugged or more of so the fact of just they aren't building. It's different. They're not building buildings. Like the calculations. Well, I lie. What am I talking about? It's definitely bugged. It's weird. I know, like when I played Lakota with Age of Empires 3, my score was always lower, but Mongols is in fact higher. So who knows. Counts building score every time you move a building, says Twitch chat. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know if Hera's actually moved a whole lot of buildings though, so it may not really be that inflated right now. Okay, here we go. We've got some lancers engaging a spearman. Maybe not the fight you want to take. He does have that pierce damage upgrade, so keeping him alive though. I think he's lost 1 so far. He's kind of running around, keeping him alive, but they are low HP. What's Hera up to behind this? Training some more lancers. Look at the stone there. He has spent a lot of his stone, almost all of it, doing some long distance hunting right now. Probably not ideal, to be honest. Down here though, one thing to consider, his food has been very much idled, right? He's not really going to be gathering with all of these galleys up here. So forcing him to go back to his land eco. But I suspect his eco is maybe in a stronger place since he does have this step right out landmark. But we'll see how this goes. Okay, so MarineLord just kind of chilling. He's still in the 2nd age with his longbows, with the spearmen, with his galleys. Looking really confident right now. One galley did just sink. Oh my gosh, when he gets the second one. These are very low. It'd be great for him if he could heal them up. But I do think, his second galley goes down. He might lose all 3 of these. Where he was almost in a position he could have pulled. Oh my gosh, he could have pulled him back and healed them all up. Is that going to escape? That looks like galley. Oh, I was going to say he might escape, but this outpost might get a shot on him if it has anything in it. But there we go. Back it up. All lancers right now. He's going to need something more than just lancers to deal with these spearmen. The spearmen did receive a buff in the last patch. So they will automatically brace when you are doing your attack moving. So it makes them a lot stronger. Building some rams, but we do know Mongols can see those rams and they can scoff at you and roll away. We'll see if he does have the upgrade in for advanced mobility. So you might see these stables just pick up and get the heck out of Dodge. In comes the first ram, but what can't run away? The Uvu definitely cannot run away. So he could go for it. Archers laying down some shots on those stables. Trying to get that ×2 Lancer out. They do take a long time to train, 35 seconds. So maybe he's going to pack up right now, I suspect. Oh my gosh, he did lose a stable. And this might be enough Lancers. I don't know. Let's see. He's kind of running around, but he's looking pretty scared. And that's a lot of spearmen. Ooh, oh, what was that? He's trying to bait him to the water with the explosive junk. But he doesn't get it. Oh my gosh, almost did. That could have been huge for Hera. And right now, this battle is looking really good for MarineLord. With the Feudal Age army up against the Mongol Lancers, he dodged the demo ship just in time. 2 stables have gone down, despite the fact he could have moved them. And we see Rams moving in on Hera's town center. Will he eject and snipe them before they do too much damage? We'll have to see. Honestly, I wasn't suspecting... I didn't think MarineLord was going to have such a successful push here, staying in the Feudal Age. Look at that back line. A few Lancers. Those are the 3 low HP Lancers we saw earlier just coming in and doing some raiding. Let's look at the villager count. 55 for Hera, 52 from MarineLord, so very close. But that capital town center is taking damage. And then that would just remain the deer stones and then the stuff read out as far as the landmarks go. Longbows just boxing out any type of military pressure from the Mongols. What is that? Is he going to be making man-at-arms? Yes, he is. But I don't know. You're going to need a lot of man-at-arms, right, to deal with this amount of longbows, because they're just going to kite you down. But if he can get, 5 to 10 of these, he can maybe make a charge here. But we can see the Rams continuing to pressure. What's going on back at home? I think those Lancers were killed. What's going on here? Oh, they got to the middle somehow. So he's just ran around, and he is currently just taking out reinforcements as they came in. This is a great strategy, guys. You see pros do it a lot. He can't afford to take this fight head on, but he can take off 1 or 2, like the spearmen as they come out of the barracks, and he's basically just slowly eating away at the reinforcements of this army. And there we go. Man-arms, very good against spearmen. Slowly working away at the army. I say very good, but honestly, the spearmen... they're doing their job. They're tanking for the longbows, and that's all they need to do right now. But Hera, we see popping out, going for some wood here, while the English have back off. Look at this town center, down to 1778 HP. Meanwhile, what's going on back here? Lancers have been, I think, just slaughtering the reinforcements for the most part. You do see some man-arms coming out for the English, but that is still just the age 2, right? They get them in the second age. And, Hera's lost a lot of buildings. But I feel like he's going to... I do feel like he's going to pull this off. It does look like he's got a lot of man-arms starting to group up. He kind of has been taking off a lot of the reinforcements. Still has these Lancers alive. And is maybe going to be going for a charge here very soon. This might be the fight you see. But nope, just continuing to go for the reinforcements. Just a really kind of an interesting fight. Spread out on multiple fronts. Man-arms sitting here taking out these spearmen, and then a few more on the kiting longbows. I feel like this game maybe is going in the favor of Hera at the moment, just because Hera has taken out so many reinforcements. He is in the third age. He does have the tech advantage, while MarineLord is still in the second age and doesn't look to be aging anytime soon. And we see Hera finally starting to get us around now on MarineLord's army. Would be nice if he brought those man-arms. There they go. They are working on it. Trading some man-arms as of his own, but these are early man-arms. And down goes some Lancers. Down goes another Lancer. It's interesting Hera hasn't gone for any catapults or mangonels or springalds or anything yet. Has just stuck it out with the man-arms and the Lancers, the armored units, knowing that MarineLord does not have access to crossbow till he reaches the third age. What is this? Okay, we now have a war junk guarding the water. Khan has been killed. Rest in peace, Khan. What's going on up here? Let's look at the eco upgrades. So I'm always curious to look at eco upgrades. Now, like I mentioned, Hera's ranked 20. So he knows a little bit about his eco. I can only imagine. And look at this. Has not researched a single eco upgrade. So I wonder, is this what you should do? Should you skip this? Or, would this... I always feel like this is a cheap one. But, he hasn't gone for basically any of his eco upgrades. He did get... It looks like professional scouts at some point. Did he bring them in, though? Did I miss that? I'm not sure if he even used that. It does look like he maybe did research professionals. No, I'm sorry. There's nothing there. That's not professional scouts. I am losing it. I am losing it, guys. It is official. Let's check out what MarineLord's been doing. He is aging up right now with the King's Palace. This is the economic landmark. Acts as a town center, so he can train villagers from this landmark, which is nice for a little bit of a boom. There we go. You guys, we've just hit the 20-minute mark, and MarineLord is just now getting wheelbarrow. You hear people talk about going for wheelbarrow right out of the gate. Look at this. MarineLord, top of the ladder. He's ranked 6. He's getting his wheelbarrow at the 20-minute mark. Hopefully that sheds some light on these technologies. And look at this. It doesn't look like he really went for any of these. Did he get his wood upgrades? I think he got his first lumber upgrade, although he did skip forestry. I would love to have a conversation with him and ask what he thinks about when you should get the technologies, because we see both players, honestly, right now, just ignoring them. So, cool little case study. Little case study for you there. Look at the healing going. Since his units are staying still, he is able to get the healing from this setup camp ability. They did change it so you no longer can walk and heal, to my understanding. I believe it's walk and heal or attacking. It's not one of those things. They changed how it works for combat. And now this is the strong thing about the Mongols, guys. Now, the Abbasid dynasty and the Mongols are the only ones who can do this. Out in the field, they're able to construct springolds. Now, the way he's doing this is he went to his blacksmith. He built it on the Uvu, and he researched the advanced siege engineering. And that makes it so your infantry are able to construct the springolds. They can construct trebuchets, they can construct mangonels. Super strong ability. Highly recommend getting it if you are playing as the Mongols. Meanwhile, we've got crossbows kiting back. And what are they up to? Just kind of chilling. MarineLord's maybe just booming up right now. Let's look at the villager count. You know, there hasn't been a whole lot of... I guess MarineLord really did make a commitment trying to go in here and take down that town center. I almost feel like he could have gone it with a little more persistence, but maybe just moving back just at the right time, keeping his army alive, fighting against a teched-up army. 79 villagers for MarineLord versus the 73 for Hera, so MarineLord might have an opportunity, this eco, to start to pull away, but you got to consider this. This landmark is currently giving plus 50% to gold for everything dropped in. Oh my gosh, but... You know, that eco's not going to matter if he loses all of his fishing boats on the sea to these war junks. Oh, wait. Those weren't all fishing boats. There was a... Wait. Was that a demo ship? Excuse me? Maybe not. Maybe not. They just... You know, you never know. The demo ship and the fishing boat look so dang similar. It drives me crazy. I don't think that was a demo ship. It could have been. I don't know. But war junks taking some shots from the longbows and crossbow. Longbows are probably some of the best land units that actually deal with something like this, since they do have that extra range. And, you know, I feel like this was okay for MarineLord. These are some very expensive ships currently dying for the Mongols. What's going on down here? Looks like we had a monastery built out here, and there were some lancers. Currently, this little fight over this little hill, I guess. Meanwhile, there we go. MarineLord knows there are springolds. Let's see if he's building any siege of his own. Not seeing any yet. So what is going to be his answer to springolds? I do wonder. Got lancers going after the monastery right now. Village was it? Oh, there's a spearman. I thought they, man, when they put their spears away, they look the same as villagers to me. They always do. They look very similar. I mean, that villager's got the same like leather cap. And he looks just like a spearman. Okay, so Hera's controlled not only the sea here. Oh, it looks like a little gathering is still going on from MarineLord, but he's controlled his sea. It's preventing anything happening this water crossing. Look at this. He has this explosive junks. Oh, boy. Here they go. Here they go. I know there's stuff going on elsewhere. Now, look at this. We have another explosive. Boom! 1 demolition ship for the price of 2. A good trade from MarineLord there. Meanwhile, look, the outpost has gone down, and the monastery, place of worship, is currently under siege. And the Mongols making their first kind of push across this. This isn't the midpoint of the map, maybe like the 2/3 point of the map to actually go on the offensive in the mini base, the mini-minis base. What is that? Okay, we got war junks taking some shots at the dock. It does look like a demolition ship is in queue, but it's going to take another 20 seconds to get out. Is he trying to maybe disguise? Oh, the dock went down right before he got it. So those fishing boats are going to be in... Oh! What was that? Oh, that was a Mongol demolition ship, I do believe. Wow, huge. I didn't even see it there. We got Springolds on the back line, working on sniping those knights. They deal out 60 damage apiece, at least for another day or two until the new patch comes in. Horsemen coming in to deal with the mass of archers and crossbowmen. As we have man-at-arms, horsemen, I think maybe no lancers, and Springolds essentially right now, looking to really punish MarineLord's army. MarineLord doing a good job to turtle back with his archers. Archers performed particularly good in between buildings, turtling back, especially the longbows. They've got a lot of range. But you know what performs even better? The Springold. Sniping these units. You know, you've got a crossbowman with 80 HP, and there we go. Looks like that was not enough for MarineLord to hold on, and Hera, maybe the underdog in this matchup, coming ahead with the victory as the Mongols versus the English. Let me know down in the comments what you thought about this matchup, and hope to see you on the new patch here very soon. Thank you so much for watching.